Hey guys, welcome back to Obsessive Crochet Lady. I'm Amanda. How are you? I hope you are doing well today. I know it has been, I don't even know how long since the last time I did an actual video. I do apologize for that. Life has been absolutely up the wall, down the wall, to the side, to the front, to the back, you know. It's been crazy. Life has been crazy. I can't really talk about much of it. I did do a post and stated that I was in a car accident on July the 18th. I have been out of work since that day. Well, I went back for one day and then I was told to go on a leave of absence. So I have been on a leave of absence ever since. I should be soon going back to work. So I am very thankful for that. Life has been really rough. Like I said, I can't really go into too much detail, but I'm driving to go see a friend, and I figured I would ease myself back into this. Oh, they put the light back up. One of these lights was missing for like a year and a half now. One of the lights was missing, so yeah, anyways, squirrel moment. So yeah, life has been very rough. Like I said, I can't go into a lot of detail. It's just, yeah, it's been a roller coaster, to say the absolute least. I don't know if you guys can see, but in front of me there's a car that says oversized load, and there is literally a truck pulling a mobile home. And it's literally taking up both lanes of this road. So I'm actually probably going to make a turn here in a minute to kind of get away from them, because yeah, if you can see it, that's what that is. It's a mobile home, or it looks like maybe even half of a home, because you know that's what happens here. That is definitely what happens here. So I am turning to get away from that. I hope you guys are doing well. I do miss every single one of you guys. Though we may not talk, most of us, I do miss every single one of you. And I miss every single one of you that we do talk outside of YouTube. I know I haven't been able to really keep up with everything. With what has been going on, just too much going on all at once. Yeah, like I said, I was out of work. I've been out of work for almost 3 months now, and thank you. These people let me go, so I had to say thank you. I gotta be kind and courteous. Thank you. And anyway, so life has been life. Just trying to keep on pushing, keep on moving. Don't want to bury my head in the sand, because that's not good for anybody. So, you know. But other than the accident, just been trying to figure things out, trying to pay my bills and such. And then on the 7th of this month, I was defrauded out of almost $1,000. Sorry if it gets loud for a second. There is an ambulance, if you can see it. And people are not stopping like they're supposed to, like idiots. Sorry if it got really loud. Was not expecting that. But yes, I got defrauded out of almost $1,000, and that has made things even harder, even tighter. But again, I'm just trying to keep the faith, trying to, keep pushing, keep moving, just trying to, just trying to make it through. That's really why I haven't been on very much, because it's hard to talk about things. And like I said, I can't really talk about my accident because the case that's going on with it. So yeah, it's crazy. My husband was in the hospital as well. They said that he has an infection in his intestines. So he's been dealing with that, missing work, which isn't the best, but hey, he's gotta take care of himself too. So it's been a struggle, but I know I don't want to get too religious on here, but most of you guys know that I am a Christian, and you can fast forward a few minutes if you would like, but I know God's got my back, even through the trials, even through the storms. I know He's here with me. He's going to get me through this. He's going to get us through this, and whatever the enemy meant for evil, God's going to turn it around for my good and His glory. I've got to believe that, though we may struggle, He's walking beside us. He knows our path, even when we were a bundle of cells in our mother's womb. He knew us from day of conception. He knows where our life is gonna go. And yes, we make choices and, fray off the path for a little bit. But He is faithful and gives us grace. And, just gotta trust and believe that everything's gonna be okay. I've made it out before, made it out the other side, we'll make it through again. It takes time, but it's all in His timing, not ours. All about His timing. And just gotta trust His timing. That's all we can do. But I'm hoping at the end of the month that I can go back to work, get a consistent paycheck again. I'm trying to transfer to a different store so that it is closer. It's not like I'm scared to drive, but I've always been leery about driving at night. I don't like it at all. And that's when the accident happened. It was 9:42 at night. I was 1.3 miles down the road from my job. Thankfully, my husband was home because I had groceries in the car. I think the ambulance people thought I was absolutely bonkers because I was worried more about my groceries than anything. But I had just spent oodles and caboodles of money on groceries, so I didn't want them to go to waste. So the ambulance took me to the hospital, and my husband went to the scene and grabbed my groceries before the tow truck driver towed my car, and all of that. So but I'm very grateful. Things were not worse, because maybe eventually I can tell you guys the full story, but it should have been a lot worse. I've told multiple people, that I had to tell what happened, and they said the same thing, that it should have been a lot worse. They were surprised that I did not flip, I did not tip. My vehicle stayed stationary. My car was totaled, so but by God's grace, the place that I was getting it from is working with me to get this one that I'm driving in now. So things have gotten better in that sense, but it's a struggle, absolutely a struggle, but life's not going to be without struggles. It's how you react to them, and I'm trying to be really what's the word I'm looking for? Diligent in the way I react to situations. Now, just a few minutes ago, before getting on the video with you guys, I did get very upset because someone literally was going 25 miles an hour in front of me, which the speed limit was 30, but they were going 25. They literally, as soon as they got to this one road, slammed on their brakes and made the turn. So in turn, I had to slam on my brakes. They didn't have a blinker on or anything. And I did get really frustrated and kind of yell, but, they didn't hear me, obviously. But I know I need to calm my reactions. But, being in a car accident, it makes you... Because before I was vigilant, I mean, it definitely was not my fault at all, what happened. And, but after an accident, especially the major accident, you're more leery. You're even more cautious than you already were. And that's how I am right now. I still get jumpy. I still get, freaked out, and I had to go down that road a couple times after the accident, and I about had a panic attack. It was rough, but I got through it, so I'm just praying for, healing, and so I can, get back to work and be okay and not hurt myself, and all the things. So, but yeah, that's basically what's been going on here. I haven't been crocheting that much, and what I have been crocheting, I've been posting on video shorts. So if you haven't been watching the video shorts, if you would like, you don't have to, go take a look at those. I did one video short about the rain. It was crazy. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm on my way to see a friend and hang out, especially before I go back to work. Because it's been almost 3 months, and I know that I'm going to be completely exhausted But again, we do what we have to do, you know. So yeah, I'm just praying God makes a way to where I get this transfer, that they let me transfer over, because it will be closer. I won't be spending as much money in gas as I was, and all of that. So yeah, so I'm really hoping and believing. Oh, excuse me. I did not get very much sleep last night. I couldn't fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I had been up for what, 20 hours, 21 hours. So and then I only slept until 8 o'clock this morning. So from 3 to 8, 5 hours. Woke up a couple times. So so not even 5 hours of sleep. So, you know, so I'm a bit tired. So sorry for the yawns. Sorry for the bumps. This is a very bumpy road. So yeah, I know I need to go get gas. Did you guys see that? He turned on the wrong blinker. That's too funny. Too funny. So excuse me. Goodness gracious. I could so use a nap. Could absolutely use a nap. But no rest. No rest. I'm trying to think about what else to talk about. You would think that I have so much to talk about, which in retrospect I do, but like I said, I can't talk about the case, and the accident and all of that, so but I figured you guys would like a ride with me video and like to see some Florida scenery. It's 84 degrees outside right now. We've had quite a cool down, which is great. This morning when I got up and dressed and out the door, it was what, like 69 degrees outside, something like that, which is amazing for here, you know. We're in the middle of Florida. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my drinkage. Water? Anybody want some water? So yeah. Just trying to think what else to talk about. I mean, I could leave it here. But you know, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a drive, let you see what it's like, where I'm at. I'm still about like 10-ish minutes away from my friend's house. So, and then when I get there, I will be uploading this so you guys can see it. Because obviously I don't want to upload it while I'm driving. So, but let me know what you've been working on. Let me know what's been going on in your life. You know, this always happens. I have like so much in my mind I want to say, and then I start recording and it's like brain fart, complete like mush. So yeah, but I did bring some crochet with me. to my friends so that I can just, it's a random project. It's not even anything important. I tend to just bring a random project. Excuse me. Yeah, I tend to bring a random blanket, and that's what it is. It's a random blanket that I've been working on for quite a while. But what is that Popo doing? He's just sitting there. Oh, he turned his lights off. I don't know what he's sitting there, what he's doing. He's like being weird. I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah. Well, I guess I will let you guys go because I'm just umming and can't really think of anything else to say. I'll probably stop this and be like, oh, I could have talked about this. Oh, I could have talked about that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. But I guess that leaves some for next time, which I don't know when that's going to be, but, you know, again, I will definitely try my best to get more content out. Just the stresses of life. I'm glad you guys don't hold it against me. And whatnot. So, anywho, I hope you guys are having a great Thursday or whenever you are watching this. And I will talk to you in the next one. Please don't forget, one small act of kindness. You never know what somebody's going through. Even if it's just a simple smile or a simple hello, that may just be what they need for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.